vagabond. Stuff on. Shit. Ain't got no sleep. Don't stop vagabond. You know what I'm saying? Good. We got something tomorrow. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? The school. I'm back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Big bag of trees. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. Southside. 3, 4. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, 201. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. EA. Everybody. Detroit. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. So gone in this bitch, man. Going deep, you know what I'm saying? Sipping on a little something. So Petey, Mike D. You know them boys. Wanna know who you are? So Pet. Boy, go, man. You know what I'm saying? LD. What's up? Chicken Pride. You know what I'm saying? Good for life. It's going down tonight on that south side. Said it's going down on the south side. That nigga big ass bone, sipping a potent phone. Every day stay sipping on the phone. Chillin' with my niggas cruising. We're rolling good, dude. We rollin' behind 10 in the hoop, and we stay so damn bad. Sippin', serving the shade. Steady sipping on the syrup in the shade. The folk, so big joy. You know what I'm saying? That day it's going down southwest. You know what I'm saying? Who you in here hollering? Shorty mad. What's up? See them boys up there ballin'. You know what I'm saying? Rock, what's up? Red D. Boy, see no game. Boy, it's no, man. What's the drink, man? Oh, Lord. Key wild, man. Boy, it's a good drink. What's going on? It's going down tonight on that south side. I said it's going down on the south side. Young G's like me down the road can be. Them
Southside G road can
play a play. Keeps a tight Southside G's keep a tight and you know that's screwed up me. You know we are things. I said it's screwed up, thinking so thick.
going down tonight. Tonight it goes down. Down tonight. Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, y'all, let's keep it going. Let's hit that intro, y'all. Be right back in just a few. Oh, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We back again as always with another HBCU tonight. It is powered by HBCU Overdrive. You know how we do it. Make sure that you like the stream, comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, man, to get everything HBCU Overdrive. So, you know, had to hit it with the had to hit y'all with that Big Mo, rest in peace, Big Mo. Screw the click. You already know. Yes, sir, Mr. Price. Mr. Price, you already know how we do it. It's always gonna be a Texas thing. So I appreciate everybody for joining me today. See what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on today. We got everybody up in the house. We got James is up in there. We got, like I said, we got Mr. Price up in here. Yes, man. I got to jam. I'm gonna start jamming every time I come on. Before I start the live up, I think that would be a good thing. It's something that we can do right there because y'all know how some folks want to do it now, and it just so crazy, so messed up and everything. So, and for those that still got an issue, with what's going on with, I just got some words to tell you.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
Hey, that's what I gotta say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it at a minimum. I don't want to get my blood pressure up. I know how everybody be doing it and stuff like that, but for all the haters, fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all. And yes, we are on the road to 3K. That's what we need to do. We need to make sure we can get everybody that wants to follow along with the channel as subscribers, as exclusive paid members, just anything and everything. Make sure. Just go ahead and spread the word to everybody about what's going on over here and how we do it over here. Yeah, look, yeah, I can't worry too much about anything now. My health ain't gonna allow it, but at the same time, look at y'all hoes. Like y'all really. I need y'all to keep hating, and then once you keep hating, this is what I want you to say. I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. See, I can't breathe. There you go. But yeah, man, I just want to put that out there for all the haters out there. So if you feel froggy, you can leave, and you can leave to your death. Not like that, but it is what it is. But but y'all already know. Gonna run the commercials. Be right back in just a sec. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shout outs, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. It's your boy Doc Holiday, and we swing to the left, down I-20, and we dip. We going down there for Swag Media Day, July 16th, 2024, being hosted at the Sheraton Birmingham Hotel in downtown Birmingham. And we got all schools that's going to be represented in the house on that day. We talking about Jackson State, Valley, Alcorn, Pine Bluff, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Grambling, Southern, Bama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU. But in order for your boy to get down there, in order for you to get that good content, you got to hit the Cash App, you got to hit the PayPal, you got to hit the Zelle. We also got to hit that Super Chat while we on the live stream. And so, make sure you get your donations in so we can get down there. And like I said, you're going to swing to the left. Hit I-20 and we dip. Yeah, baby. We back, y'all. Oop, wrong one. Ain't did that in a while. Look, so let's go into it. We got some HBCU news and some other news around college football, just around college all together, and we're gonna start off coming out of New Orleans, y'all. From the Big Easy, that school that's uptown, named Tulane. So we got word that Tulane Deputy AD Courtney Gaucher, y'all remember that person right there? Y'all remember that guy? He was the AD over at FAMU. So he steps down from his position at Tulane to take pretty much the same position at Nebraska. So Courtney Gaucher, deputy sources. I'm sorry, this is from Football Scoop. This is where I'm getting the news from. Sources: Tulane Deputy AD Courtney Gaucher headed to Nebraska. Gaucher expected to reunite with Troy Dannon at Nebraska. Courtney Gaucher, who had climbed to the role of Deputy Athletics Director, Operations and Capital Projects at Tulane University, is departing the Green Wave Athletics Department after 2 years on staff. Per sources, Gaucher is expected to reunite with Troy Dannon at the University of Nebraska in a senior capacity within athletics. Dannon, who hired Gaucher onto the Tulane executive staff in May of 2022, has just finished his 4th month atop University of Nebraska athletics, where he was hired in March as replacement for Trev Alberts when Alberts accepted the top post at Texas A&M. For Gaucher, the move is a return to Power Conference athletics after he previously served as Associate Athletics Director for Facilities and Operations for the Miami Hurricanes. Additionally, Gaucher has collegiate experience at Florida A&M, where he ran the Rattlers athletics department, as well as stints at Jacksonville State and Middle Tennessee State University. Following Dannon's departure from Tulane in 2023 to take the top job at the University of Washington, the Green Wave eventually turned to former Northern Iowa Athletics Director David Harris as its new leader in November 2023. Since that time, Harris hired away John Sumrall from Troy as Tulane's new head football coach after Willie Fritz exited for the Houston job. The Green Wave opened their 2024 football season August 29th at home against Southeast Louisiana before celebrating the 10th anniversary of Yulman Stadium 9 days later in a compelling non-conference home tilt against Big 12 program Kansas State. Now, word on the street, right here, was that before Fritz took off, Willie Fritz took off to go to Houston to become the head coach, he championed Courtney Gaucher to actually take the new role of the head athletic director for Tulane Sports. But the school brought in somebody else from the outside. I guess he's worked with him from the outside, and the opportunity came. The opportunity came for him to go to University of Nebraska when his guy Troy Dannon became the head man in charge of athletics at Nebraska. So that means like he's making in a sense, kind of making a lateral move, but I understand where his mindset is the fact that he wants to be back up to FBS. He wants to be in the Power 5, where it's the Power 4 now. So it is what it is. And when you get if it was me, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it was me, if I was somebody, I would have stayed at the University of Washington because they have a lot going on. You're gonna get a big payout when the deal comes in from the Big Ten with the networks. All right. So if it was me, I would have stayed at UW. I would have brought Gaucher up there, and you could have turned the Huskies back into a national power. I mean, and y'all did do that last season. Congratulations. Like I said, congratulations to the Huskies. Even though they was runner-ups in the national championship game against Michigan, you did not really hear too much about Washington until the last couple of years. But other than that, it's cool for him to go to Nebraska. I mean, you're still in the Big Ten. You're still in the Big Ten, but at the same time, I mean, that's a job that's real, like heavy centric on the fans. Man, it could be cheap in Nebraska, but I don't want to see cornfields all the time. Like, if you ever been to Seattle, you got to go. Seattle is very nice. It's nice time during the summertime. You'll probably hate it during the spring because it does rain a lot. And the winters are, I ain't going to say they're brutal, but it does get cold up there. But Seattle is a nice place. All right, man. Look, we got 54 people that's combined between YouTube and Twitter. Y'all know we simulcast on both platforms. Make sure that you like the stream. Other news, I did hear about that yesterday. Let me with Hugh Jackson. All right, let's see. This is from Sports Illustrated. So this is from Sports Illustrated. Ex-Cleveland Browns head coach Hugh Jackson will be manning a football sideline once again in 2024. According to 247 Sports, Jackson has accepted a role to join the coaching staff at Georgia State next season. The news comes after Jackson was fired as the head coach at Grambling State late last year. Aside from a brief third stint with the Bengals just weeks after being ousted by the Browns during the 2018 season, Jackson's coaching resume has been riddled with FCS opportunities ever since. In 2021, Jackson received his first opportunity to return to the sidelines as the offensive coordinator for the Tennessee State Tigers under Ohio State legend Eddie George. I just wish they would just say under Coach Eddie George. He's the head coach. At the conclusion of that season, he was hired at Grambling State, where he spent the last 2 seasons. After being fired from his post in November, Jackson purportedly interviewed for a job with another HBCU, Morehouse College. Remember that? The bopper right there. He lost out on the gig to former Atlanta Falcons wideout Terrence Mathis. It is unclear at this time what role Jackson would have at Georgia State. So from what I'm hearing, like you said, say he was the assistant general manager. Hey man, look, it's still a job. It's still a job because that means that he puts the team together. He puts the team together. You said Seattle has 16 hours of daylight sometimes. Yes, they do, because it's closer to the North Pole. It's still fun. It's still fun. I've been up to Seattle. It's a nice place to go. A lot of green trees, everything, and it's legal to partake in the devil's lettuce. But other than that, those are news because those are two former HBCU employees and coaches. We already talked about FAMU decided to table the contract negotiations with the men's basketball coach, which I still say this dumb as hell. I will never let that go. Let that man coach. Let him get his team. And the board of trustees just look, do what you got to do. Approve, ratify the contract. Let them coach the team, and y'all have a season. If not, y'all still gonna get these jokes. But other than that, y'all, I just want to say, again, shout out to Jamarian Stubbs. I think he is running tonight in the semifinals for I think the 200. Shout out to Quincy Wilson, y'all. If y'all have not watched, if y'all have not been watching the Olympic trials, and y'all ain't been watching that young man right there, Quincy Wilson. He is from Bullis. I think is it Bullis, Georgia. Represent Bullis High School. But he's 16 years old. I think he's going into his junior year in high school coming up. And last night, even though he came in third place, he set another record for under 18. Just let you know, the young man got some speed on him, running the 400. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, it's in Maryland. Appreciate you, Los. But he got some speed on him. I love it. I love it. But yeah, y'all just don't know. I've been watching that Sha'Carri Richardson. I think she's in the semifinal for the 200. What's the chick name? Sydney McLaughlin. Levron. I think she got married. She's a beast. She's a beast on the hurdles. Let's see what else you got. What you got for me? PV track and field alumni Bianca Bookman is advancing to the semifinals in the 400-meter hurdles. All right. See, we got young men out there that's doing their thing. They're still in high school. We got a HBCU brethren and sisters out there doing their thing. We got the fastest woman to me in the world right now. Straight out of Dallas, straight out of the D. She was doing her thing. We're going to have a nice Olympics, y'all. As far as for track and field goes, we're going to have a very, very nice Olympics for track and field. So, I think that is it on HBCU news. If I'm not mistaken, let me go on to Twitter and see what's going on. Let's see what else we got going on. Shout out to my homegirl Tundeals. She got to meet Flajay Johnson today. She got a picture with her. I ain't gonna show a picture of her, but shout out to her. She's on the HBCU nightly crew. And shout out to everybody on there with the crew that contributes, including myself. We should be back on after a while, pretty much right before fall camp starts, to get everything to kick off everything. Got news off the wire from a guy from the dean of this thing, Dr. Kwame, Dr. Kenyatta Kavir, J. Kenyatta Kavir. I'm about to say Kwame, that's his brother. The Big East has a new TV deal. So for as long as the reformed Big East has existed, I've been worried that Fox would come to regret its flashy purchase of the league's TV rights in 2013. After taking some time to digest the numbers, my first reaction was, how in the world did the Big East get Fox to pony up $500 million? Pardon my Jay Crowder speak, but the caps were both warranted and necessary. There is absolutely no way you can spend the ratings to legitimize the contract from Fox's end other than it was desperate for content. It bought a 2009 Chevy Impala for the price of a 2014 Lamborghini Murcielago. Think I'm being dramatic. Keep reading. So so this is what happens. The Big East new $480 million TV deal is a huge win for all basketball fans. Remember, the Big East is nothing but a basketball conference now. I'll make sure I look at that. That is the Big East. Remember, the Big East was primarily for basketball. They, football school came in, took it over, kind of brought it down here. The depth to the Big East. Majority of the teams went into the AAC. Then the Big East was revived as only a basketball conference, and basically the private schools joined, including UConn, which is the only public school that's in the conference. So big things are coming up. That started a decade plus long infatuation with the Big East TV ratings, not because I wanted to be proved right or anything, but because I have been so scared that Fox would realize it made a huge mistake and would pull the plug on what ends up being 60% of the conference revenue each season. So Commissioner Val Ackerman, remember she was the WNBA commissioner for a while, noted last media days that renegotiations have begun with the broadcaster, but with every day that passed, conference got realigned and TV deal that got announced without any sort of news or update that pit in my stomach kept gnawing at the lingering insecurity. So this is pretty much their think piece, their opinion on this, as announced by the league. So the Big East TV rights deal is all the way up to 2031. So at the end of the day, you have, I think you have 10 teams, and I think, let's see, UConn, St. John's, Seton Hall, Providence. Who else am I missing? Georgetown. That's 5 right there. Marquette, DePaul. So that's 7. I'm missing like a couple of more. So that's 7 right there. Look, $480 million for what, like I think 11 to 12 schools. You can't beat that. Let me actually get. Ten teams. So, oh yeah, Creighton. You got Butler. Okay, and Villanova. So DePaul, Georgetown, Marquette, Providence, Seton Hall, St. John's, Villanova, UConn, Butler, Creighton, Xavier. Yeah, so it's 11 schools. Seton Hall, yeah, so it's 11 schools. 11 schools out of $480 million. Them schools about to get just for basketball. This ain't even football. They're not a football conference, right? Just for basketball. You're about to get over $40 million for each school every year, all the way up until 2031. That's something. That's crazy. that is crazy. That's crazy right there. Now this is coming from, like I said, the general, Dr. Kenyatta Cavill, Dr. Cavill. He said, this is regarding on what happened with Gaucher. He said, this is coming from him. This is his words. The politics of FAMU is at a different level. If you choose to enter, one better be ready. However, it is another HBCU loss of our own doing. He is earning a larger salary and will soon be priced out of the HBCU market like many other individuals, faculty, coaches, staff, administrators, and etc. He's part of a group of individuals I have supported in joining the HBCU landscape and suggested to HBCU leaders and influencers that these are among individuals that have a significant upward trajectory in the higher education and or corporate sector. I have been about 96% accurate on my analysis. So he been telling folks, like, this is one that you need to have. This is the guy that you need to put on there. And we see what's going on. He's going to Nebraska to be second in command to Troy Dannon. And in other words, he's trying to get back on the good foot of to get himself into running his actual athletic department on a high level. Yeah, but I lost their game, so I just feel like that. FAMU just lost out on it because the deals that he was going to make was going to was going to set y'all up for a long, for the long haul, the long haul. thinking ahead, but egos got into the way. Yeah, that was it. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and hit this commercial break. Be right back. If I can find the damn thing. All right. Be right back in just a second.
It's your boy Doc Holliday. We swing to the left, down I-20, and we dip. We going down there for Swag Media Day, July 16th, 2024, being hosted at the Sheraton Birmingham Hotel in downtown Birmingham. And we got all schools that's going to be represented in the house on that day. We talking about Jackson State, Valley, Alcorn, Pine Bluff, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Grambling, Southern, Bama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU. But in order for your boy to get down there, in order for you to get that good content, you got to hit the Cash App, you got to hit the PayPal, you got to hit the Zelle. We also got to hit that Super Chat while we on the live stream. And so, make sure you get the donations in so we can get down there. And like I said, you're going to swing to the left. Hit I-20 and we dip. Yeah, baby.
We back, y'all. We are back. All right, look. Let's get talked about this, y'all. Let's talk about this. Can we talk about this, family? Can we talk about this? So, this is somebody that when I was talking about last night with the best college football atmosphere and how the people who made the list had Jackson State as the best college football atmosphere in the state of Mississippi, I knew a bunch of folks was going to get in their goddamn feelings. So I am about to go back here. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. I really want to talk about this. But I knew folks was going to get in their damn feelings. I knew folks were going to get in their feelings about this. I just had it. Like, I literally, I promise y'all, I literally had this feeling that folks was going to be up in arms about this. So, I don't know. So, like I said, if you see the map, y'all see, this is just college football's best atmospheres. And I guess it's and this is from Pigskin Petey. Where he didn't put it out there, but he wanted thoughts and opinions. So, like I said, in the Northwest, you got Washington State, which is pretty much in the countryside of the state of Washington, and then you got University of Oregon. That atmosphere is unmatched over there. You got Michigan over there in You got University of Michigan in Michigan. Notre Dame has a best football atmosphere. I see with Ohio they got Cincinnati. I wish it should be Ohio State, but you know this is coming off of somebody's opinion. Kansas have the Jayhawks. Utah is, of course, University of Utah. Arizona has Arizona State. San Diego State, they say, has the best football atmosphere in the state of California, which I kind of will agree because UCLA and USC are both more, they're more of inside of the city, especially with USC being inside of the hood. Of course, then I said my piece about the state of Arkansas with Arkansas State, but then I'm like, shit, yeah, if you ever go to a Razorback game at the W. Reynolds Stadium in Fayetteville, and you get to hear the call of the pigs, that is it's like a great atmosphere. Then I see above that is Missouri runs the state of Missouri. Iowa State, they say that has better, you know, it's the atmosphere is the best in Iowa, but is at Iowa State. Of course, the University of Wyoming. In Wyoming, that's pretty much the only state school that's there. You got Pitt, as far as with Pennsylvania, Virginia, with the state of Virginia, Louisville with Kentucky, which I'm split on that because I would look at Kentucky and Louisville having some leeway. Wake Forest, but I'm kind of remiss on that. Clemson, which of course that you can split Clemson up. You can split the state of South Carolina up between Clemson and South Carolina. Gamecocks, I've never been to a football game there, but I've seen it on TV. Does it look very, very exciting and interesting? Yes. But Mr. Pigskin Petey had some issues with Little Old Jackson State. So he had issues with Little Old Jackson State. Yeah, this is just for football. It's just for football, man. It wasn't, you know, it just best college football atmosphere. Look, state of Mississippi, like I said, I've been to Ole Miss. I've been to Mississippi State. I've been to USM. As far as football goes, Ole Miss is pretty much, they try to be the elitists. They got the Grove, which is good, but what does it turn out? I mean, everybody, all this stuff is pretty much catered to them. You know, they don't barbecue like we do inside of the vet. And then when you look at Mississippi State, yeah, that's a country school right there. And if I want to go to a country school, I just go down to Alcorn. And then USM is pretty much, they try to be elitist, but it's like basically you're the stepson or the stepdaughter of the state of Mississippi. Nobody cares about you. And so what I say about South Carolina, I said that the Gamecocks, the South Carolina Gamecocks, their football atmosphere is great. I don't know. I've just seen on TV on the inside, but I don't know what y'all do as far as tailgating and everything, because they say Clemson got y'all stayed on lock when it comes to best football atmospheres. I think that's a lot. Appreciate you, Julian, man. You like, dude, you don't know. But anyway, I just so happened to see what he had to say. And this is what he had to say.
Hey, so I want to share my thoughts. I've been seeing a lot of people say Jackson State has the best atmosphere in the state of Mississippi for college football. Excuse me, do not agree. First of all, they're an FCS school. To me, this conversation is FBS only. Do they have a neat atmosphere? At least when Dion was there, they did. An emphasis when Dion was there. Regardless, they're FCS. Nobody cares. You saw game day last year. If you saw college game day, which half their fans probably didn't even bother watching TV. The ones that were there, you could tell 3/4 of them didn't even watch college football. They were just there for the pageantry. And that's fine. That's part of it. But regardless, you're an FCS program. To me, especially within that state, Ole Miss and Hail State reign that state. Hail State hotty toddy all day. I'm sorry. It is a cool atmosphere. I've seen videos posted recently on social media. That's been neat. However, you're FCS at the end of the day. You really, in most cases, don't matter. The only arguments I could make is out west, right? Montana's pretty cool. North Dakota State, obviously. Those are brands, though. Those have been sustained brands at that level for years. And quite frankly, within those states, they're all those states got. Mississippi's totally different. I don't care, and I've seen the theory. Ole Miss had won a conference title. Mississippi State had won a conference. I don't care. It's the SEC. It's Division I. It's FBS. That's mostly all people care about. So FCS, you can have your conversations, about who's the best and who's the worst, whatever. At the FCS level, I think it's inarguable within the state of Mississippi that Jackson State is the best. But let's be fair and honest, call a spade a spade. Dion got them to where they are. Guarantee you go to a game there this year or next, it's not half the atmosphere it was when Dion was there. So just wanted to sound off about that. Hail State hotty toddy all day within the state of Mississippi. And really, the debates between those two, that's all that should matter.
All right. So I listened to it about 5 times right here. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to clip this video. I'm gonna have to put it on for tonight because I want y'all opinion. So I want y'all opinion about this. Y'all, we family. We family. It don't matter if you family on YouTube, if you family on Twitter, we all family. I want to know what y'all opinion is about this. So what I'm about to do is I am about to put in the chat put in the chat to, if you want to come up, let's have this discussion right here. Because this kind of just like it's funny, y'all, because it's like we can't catch a break. First and foremost, first it was from the stadium poll, which I think it was cool. Look, everybody voted up in that poll. They said our stadium was the best stadium in FCS. Argue with your mama, your daddy, your granny, your granddaddy, whoever. You can argue with the homeless person with the snaggle tooth in his mouth, or you can argue with the person that looks like damn Beavis off of Beavis and Butthead. I don't care. It started with that. Then it is, we got these lists coming out. Shout out to my guideline on PV versus everybody. But, I'm going to just put it out there and be like, look, I'm going to come up with my own list. We're going to talk about this. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. That's what I did when I came up with my own too, because I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to get the engagement. I want to see what everybody else got to say about that. So why PV are you trying us? Why PV are you trying us? First of all, your head is shaped like Shane Battier. You have the Shane Battier haircut. You got the widow's peak, the widow's peak right here. You looking like Shane Battier. Your teeth look like it. It seems like somebody that kicked you in your mouth. You should have got braces at the, from a long time ago. I'm going in on you. I'm going in on you. Second of all, you write for fan site. fan-sided, he writes for the SEC. But if you look closely on his shirt, he has it's orange and blue. So he went to Syracuse. So he went to Syracuse. Let's run that back again. Because I want to see what I want to hear what they have to say.
Hey, so I want to share my thoughts. I've been seeing a lot of people say Jackson State has the best atmosphere in the state of Mississippi for college football. Excuse me, do not agree. First of all, they're an FCS school. To me, this conversation is FBS only. Do they have a neat atmosphere? At least when Dion was there, they did. An emphasis when Dion was there. Regardless, they're FCS. Nobody cares. You saw game day last year. If you saw college game day, which half their fans probably didn't even bother watching TV. The ones that were there, you could tell 3/4 of them didn't even watch college football. They were just there for the pageantry. And that's fine. That's part of it. But regardless, you're an FCS program. To me, especially within that state, Ole Miss and Hail State reign that state. Hail State hotty toddy all day. I'm sorry. It is a cool atmosphere. I've seen videos posted recently on social media. That's been neat. However, you're FCS at the end of the day. You really, in most cases, don't matter. The only arguments I could make is out west, right? Montana's pretty cool. North Dakota State, obviously. Those are brands, though. Those have been sustained brands at that level for years. And quite frankly, within those states, they're all those states got. Mississippi's totally different. I don't care, and I've seen the theory. Ole Miss had won a conference title. Mississippi State had won a conference. I don't care. It's the SEC. It's Division I. It's FBS. That's mostly all people care about. So FCS, you can have your conversations, about who's the best and who's the worst, whatever. At the FCS level, I think it's inarguable within the state of Mississippi that Jackson State is the best. But let's be fair and honest, call a spade a spade. Dion got them to where they are. Guarantee you go to a game there this year or next, it's not half the atmosphere it was when Dion was there. So just wanted to sound off about that. Hail State hotty toddy all day within the state of Mississippi. And really, the debates between those two, that's all that should matter.
So, y'all see, dude must even get a black job. Ah! Oh, that was funny. But it is time about it. It was a fake school on there. I never heard of Adams State. Adams State is an actual school. It is a Division III school. I learned that a couple of years ago about that. So it is a real school. So yeah, if it's college football, then it's college football. He's trying to split the divisions to make his argument though. So I will put it like this: the list was best college football atmosphere, right? It didn't say Division I. It didn't say FBS. It didn't say FCS. It didn't say Division II. It didn't say Division III. It didn't even say NAI. It just said that best college football atmosphere. Then I look at his shirt. I looked at his profile. Sir, you write for the SEC. You're a columnist for Fansided that you cover the SEC. But you went to Syracuse. You from Navarre Beach, Florida. So you're pretty much in SEC country, of course. But at the same time, don't speak on what you don't know, or don't speak on what kind of idiocy that you have in your thoughts. So shout out to my homie. Shout out to the homie, Jerome Brooks. Shout out to the homie Jerome Brooks, who was so anxious enough to let Mr. Pigskin Petey, know how we get down. How we get down. That school that sits on 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. So, and first of all, just say Pigskin Pete, not Petey. You sound like a damn child molester. That sounds like child molestation right there. I'm sorry. And Jerome sent this clip to him. Just throwback. It's a throwback. TBT. Throwback Thursday. Because y'all know yesterday was Thursday. Y'all know yesterday was June 27th. Again, RIP to the legend DJ Screw. So he put on there. And let me go ahead and you got it on there. Just a reminder that Jackson State University has a culture and experience that is unmatched. And so, you know, this is what my man put. And that was in the horseshoe. I told y'all I need y'all when I go to the home game, pull me to the side and just say, Doc, come on in here to the horseshoe. We gonna make sure y'all you good. Thank you, Mr. Price. It just said college football. It didn't say anything else. It didn't say anything else. It didn't say FBS, FCS, Division 2, Division 3, NAIA. It didn't say none of that. It just said college football. So, now what you got? What you got for me, Whitney? Now what you got for me? Well, you got 1738. I'm gonna give you a double cup. Just let you know. Well, anyway, like I said, you got a dude that looks like damn Shane Battier. Looks like he ain't took a bath in about 4 days. He went to Syracuse. The last time I checked, the last time Syracuse won anything of significance was in what, 1990, 90, 91, something like that. Something like that. It's been over 30 years of obscurity for Syracuse. And the last time y'all was relevant was when you had Donovan McNabb and Marvin Harrison. They're old. One is in the Hall of Fame. One is still a dickhead. But y'all haven't did nothing for the last 30-some years. I'm just telling you. Man. And then you said, then the big one, you said, Shitty Toddy and Hell State, go to Hell State, run the state. I beg to differ. Why would I argue? Yes, why would I argue with somebody who went to a basketball school? I'm not gonna argue nobody who went to a damn basketball school because y'all ain't no football school. You ain't been no football school since McNabb, since Marvin Harrison, since Dwight Freeney. I think that's the only last. Hell, you ain't been nothing since. And before that, Don McPherson, shout out to him. And after that, before that, Jim Brown and Ernie Davis. Y'all ain't been, and Floyd Little. Floyd Little. I had to put Floyd Little in there. But other than that, y'all ain't been nothing. Who took? Tell me. Since we talking about football, when the last time somebody from Syracuse got drafted in the NFL? I'll wait. Tell me. When was the last time somebody from Syracuse got drafted in football? I'll wait. How can y'all have the best game, the best football atmosphere? You play in the dome when the winter time comes. It's cold as hell out there because you in Western New York. Like, what do y'all do up there? Okay, Larry's uncle. That's in the 70s. That's in the 60s. All right, but still, what do they do up there? Like, you then here's the same argument that this child predator lookalike always got something to say. Well, y'all only been like this only since Dion was there and he's gone. Brother, if you not brother, but I'm sorry, sir. No, they had it was McNabb, Marvin Harrison, Dwight Frank. That's it. That's all they had. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I told y'all. Everybody that's on here that's in the SWAC, that's from the state of Mississippi, everybody probably been to an Ole Miss game. People done been to a Mississippi State game. Some people done been to a USM game. They could tell you all. We could tell you all. All three of them schools can't light a candle on what we do at Jackson State, on what they do at Alcorn, on what they do at Valley. All three of them schools can't light a candle against us. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there, y'all. I'm putting it in the atmosphere. Okay, so tell me, when was the last time? And we ain't getting on the atmosphere. We just talking straight football. When was the last time that Ole Miss won a national championship? When's the last time that Mississippi State won a national championship? When's the last time USM even sniffed to try to get a national championship? When the last time either three of those schools won their conference? When was the last time any one of them schools won their conference? Again, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So the white version of Shane Battier out here saying that we can't hold a candle to them two schools. I beg to differ. But see, he ain't gonna bring his ass down to the vet, because why? People gonna spot him from a mile away. They're gonna spot that ugly ass widow's peak on his head from a mile away. They're gonna spot that crooked ass smile from a mile away, and they're gonna let him have it. They're gonna let him have it. Everybody's always give that the argument about, well, Well, you haven't been nothing since Dion was there. I'm like, dude, when was the last time either one of y'all schools have a Hall of Famer? Have Hall of Famers in the NFL? Like, plural. Give me at least one. Give me at least one Hall of Famer from each of your schools. We talking about the two main schools. We ain't talking about USM. USM got Brett Favre. Stealing money, motherfucker. But when was the last? When do you? Other than Patrick Willis, that's the only one. Patrick Willis. What about Mississippi State? I'll still wait. I'll still wait. In the 1950s and 60s. All right, Ronald. They get a few eventually. You talk about with Fletcher Cox. I'll say that yes. But they can't hold a candle to us, y'all. They can't hold a candle to us. They can't hold my beer. They can't do nothing. And like, here's another thing that he said, that the schools out west, Montana State, they have a brand. Bitch, do you know we didn't have a brand? Y'all ain't got me cussing up in here. Bitch, do you know we did have a brand? Our brand has been pure and solidified for the last 60 years. Them bastards out there out west just started getting their brand up. They just started coming up. Like, for real. Our brand been solidified. 4 Hall of Famers. Over 100 folks drafted into the NFL. You go to the vet not even with like a Southern coming into town. Let's just put it like this. Let's just say Bethune-Cookman come into town. We still, our stadium seats a little bit over 60,000. We probably get 50,000. We'll get more than what Ole Miss and Mississippi State would get. And that's on a bad day. Come on now, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Shane Battier. Don't get me started. Do not get me started today. I'm on one. I got a drink in my hand. I'm on one. I'm hungry than a motherfucker. Don't get me started today. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. My bad. Ain't nothing changed. And we still getting the same type. We still getting the same people to come up in the game on a good day. And don't let it be a Southern game. Or like this year when we play Southern in Jackson. Or when we play FAMU in Jackson. Under the lights. It's gonna be packed. It's gonna be packed. Can Mississippi State do the same shit if their team wasn't winning? No. Can Ole Miss do the same? I'm sorry, not Ole Miss. Can Ole Miss do the same if their team ain't winning? No. Like, no. Come on. Come on. Mr. It's those two and nobody else. He just won't get caught. He just don't want to get caught on Fortification Street. I'm just saying, like, give us a break. Can we get ready to get ourselves into media day and to get to football and stuff like that for the swag? We know that you suck the SEC nuts because you write for you do a column for them on Fansided. We know that you own the balls of Old Piss and Mississippi States. Like, come on now. Our worst time was a 6-year span. But guess what? Our football coaches ain't calling no hoes on the company telephone. Or out there that's what I'm saying, just do it. God knows what. Like, come on, man. Come on. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but every time I look at this damn.
Hey, so I want to share my thoughts. I've been seeing a lot of people say Jackson State has the best atmosphere in the state of Mississippi for college football. Excuse me.
Damn right.
Do not agree. First of all, they're an FCS school. To me, this conversation is FBS only. Do they have a neat atmosphere? At least when Dion was there, they did. An emphasis when Dion was there. Regardless, they're FCS. Nobody cares. You saw game day last year. If you saw college game day, which half their fans probably didn't even bother watching TV. The ones that were there, you could tell 3/4 of them didn't even watch college football. They were just there for the pageantry. And that's fine. That's part of it. But regardless, you're an FCS program. To me, especially within that state, Ole Miss and Hail State reign that state. Hail State hotty toddy all day. I'm sorry. It is a cool atmosphere. I've seen videos posted recently on social media. That's been neat. However, you're FCS at the end of the day. You really, in most cases, don't matter. The only arguments I could make is out west, right? Montana's pretty cool. North Dakota State, obviously. Those are brands, though. Those have been sustained brands at that level for years. And quite frankly, within those states, they're all those states got. Mississippi's totally different. I don't care, and I've seen the theory. Ole Miss had won a conference title. Mississippi State had won a conference. I don't care. It's the SEC. It's Division I. It's FBS. That's mostly all people care about. So FCS, you can have your conversations, about who's the best and who's the worst, whatever. At the FCS level, I think it's inarguable within the state of Mississippi that Jackson State is the best. But let's be fair and honest, call a spade a spade. Dion got them to where they are. Guarantee you go to a game there this year or next, it's not half the atmosphere it was when Dion was there. So just wanted to sound off about that. Hail State hotty toddy all day within the state of Mississippi, and really the debates between those two, that's all that should matter.
All right, so for this gentleman right here who calls himself Pigskin Petey, I just got something to say to you. Me and the family got something to say to you. Guess what? Here you go.
Man, fuck all you hoes.
Man, fuck all you hoes.
Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. Fuck all you.
Yeah, fuck damn, man. So I don't give a damn about it. Thank you for giving me my 2 conference championships that you added to the collection. But fuck you because you ain't give us no damn celebration bowl the 3 years that you was here. So Hey, Adam, I don't know where they brought up from a calendar. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I bet you at home right now looking at this shit like
No.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
I bet you at home like God, these folks get on my damn nerves. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Jesus. Just man, I can't wait to see everybody in the bit. You know, if I'm on the field, um, get me before I get on the field. I'm gonna give me some credentials. I'm gonna get my credentials. By hook or by crook, I'm gonna get my credentials some way. don't he look like don't he look like don't he look like somebody that Chris Hansen would get from To Catch a Predator? Like for real. Don't he look like that? Oh Lord. Is that one hating ass sweat school? Okay, well, guess what? We still, and for that hating ass sweat school, that all we want to be in our business, that all we want to go tell and run and tell about what we doing and stuff like that. Guess what? We fuck.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you
Everybody in the sweat who got a problem with us.
and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. For everybody in the sweat who want to hate on us, we'll give you a big F you. I'm having fun with this today, y'all. I'm having fun. We'll be right back, y'all. And we come back with the Mr. Haynes still in the building. About to come back with these MEAC predictions right here. Be right back.
It's your boy Doc Holliday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
He brought his ass up here late as hell. Oh Lord. But anyway, man, look, we on these predictions right here for the MEAC schedule breakdown prediction part 2. So I'm probably just gonna do 2 of them tonight. So let me go ahead and share the screen right here, as always. So we already did Norfolk, and now we're about to do. We are about to do. I would say Howard, but I don't want to do Howard just yet. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and click on the MEAC. All right. So I did Delaware State, Norfolk State. So let's go with Morgan State next. And then South Carolina State afterwards. So we go with South Carolina State afterwards. All right, I'm gonna get you on. Hold on. I know it's on a big school, but shoot, I took a pretty penny to talk about that child predator who calls himself Petey. Anyway, so we're gonna start out. This is 2024 schedule for Morgan State, aka the Cocaine Bears. You know, they got a little powder on their nose. So start their season off with Hampton University, August the 31st, in Hampton, Virginia. So I would say on this one, I would say Morgan State wins this game probably about 7 points. Then, as my esteemed colleague, Mr. Ford, calls my esteemed colleague, not Mr. Ford, but y'all call him Lion Ass Dave. He calls this game the Battle of Baltimore. But I don't think it will be a battle. I think Morgan loses this game by 10 points to Towson. Saturday, September the 14th, they go up to Athens, Ohio to take on the Ohio Bobcats. That will be a drubbing. But I can't really say a drubbing because the last time Morgan went up to Ohio, they took Akron to the damn woodshed all the way up until the fourth quarter, and we knew what happened after that fourth quarter. They pretty much shitted the bed, and that was it. All right, Jay, they go to link if you can get it. So you got Mr. Haynes is keeping up with the win-loss. So he got 2 losses, 1 win. So they're 1-2 right now. And then they take on the HBCU side chicks, Virginia Lynchburg. That's Saturday, September the 21st. That's at Hughes Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Of course, they're going to, No Diddy, beat the Cheeks off of Virginia Lynchburg. Then they have a Brook, the Sea Wolves.
Doc Holiday. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you at work. You got a lot of background noise in there.
Yeah, that's the factory. I'm outside.
Oh Lord, you outside. Hold on, let me mute you. That's a lot of noise right there. But then again, I have a lot of noise in my background too. But anyway, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Is it?
And you out there slanging chickens, you know. You do what you got to do.
I mean, I'm on my break. So I'm in my break right now. But is the sound better? I say, is the sound better?
It still got buzz in it. Hit me up afterwards, okay, and we'll talk about it. All right.
All right.
All right. Don't you do that, and I'll cuss your ass out. Don't summon that damn jackass up here. I'll cuss your ass out. But anyway, they got Stony Brook on September the 28th. Let's see what Stony Brook's record was last year. What was Stony Brook's record last year? Stony Brook don't even sound like a place. It don't even sound like a university. It sounds like a hood. All right, let's see what they did last year. So they had their worst season last year by going 0-10. I would give the advantage to Morgan State. So there will be 3-2. 3-2. They'll be Stony Brook. Lincoln, PA, that's the Division II team. Shout out to my bro, Coach Gerald Huggins, who's defensive line coach up there. Man. Shout out to the bro. This is Morgan's homecoming. This is HBCU nightly, kind of like a matchup. But in the end, I would say Morgan State wins this game convincingly by at least 21 points. October the 12th, they played Merrimack in Baltimore. Also, Ed said they got them beating Merrimack also. So I'm gonna go with what you got. So that's 1, 2, 3 wins plus. So they'll win against Merrimack, Lincoln, Stony Brook, Virginia Lynchburg, and Hampton. So that is 5 wins against 2 losses. So they have an off week, and then they'll come back October the 26th, and they go down to Durham. What my guy Josh say, Bull City, playing at Old Kelly Riddick Stadium, North Carolina Central. I'll be honest with you. Last season's game was in Morgan. It was a close one. Central won a game 16-10. I'm gonna say Morgan State is gonna have some retribution. I say Morgan wins this game by a touchdown. What do you think? What do y'all think? Well, Gabe, I think Morgan State wins this game by a touchdown. Mr. Haynes says that's an L. I say that's a win. I would say it's a win for Morgan against Central. Saturday, November the 2nd, they got Norfolk State in Baltimore. That would be a dub right there. November the 9th, they have Delaware State in Dover. I actually had them Morgan winning this game. Now, South Carolina State comes to town. They come up to Baltimore. If the defense is going to be, if the defense is on point by this time, I would say South Carolina State wins this game by at least 10 points. I say South Carolina State wins this game by at least 10 points. And then the last game of the season is against Howard. Morgan has beef with Howard. They've been having beef with them for the last couple of years. Howard, even though they did have most of the team coming back, the quarterback play is still a question mark for me. And I say Morgan State beats Howard in Baltimore. This game is in Baltimore. So I have, if they can get it done, I have Morgan State going 9-3, 4-1 in conference. Now, would that be enough? Would that be enough for them to win the conference title? We shall see. We shall see. So, it said 11-1. I'm gonna say this. I don't think it'll be 11-1 Morgan State, because I still say they will lose to Ohio, and they'll lose to Towson. And then if the defense is playing on all cylinders, by the time they play them, I'd say South Carolina State sneaks up on them. But it's one of those toss-up games, because you could say they could be 9-3 or they could be 10-2. They could be either 9-3 or 10-2. And Banks, if you listening to this, if you watching this, I will send you a clip. If you ain't watching it, but I will send you a clip. I will tell you to give you I'm giving you my breakdown of y'all schedule. And hopefully you be happy. And you tell your other cocaine bear MEAC Mike to sit his ass down somewhere. Yeah, and if they fix the offense, I think they get it. They win the conference. Look, Russ, y'all got 6 teams. You better go find Merrimack and Stony Brook to come to y'all conference. Like, you got 6 teams. You better if you want another one, you better get Clark into y'all fold and get Morehouse. Tell Morehouse stop playing. All right, so let's get down to business. Again, let's go ahead and get to the business of the MEAC. We're gonna start. We're gonna go with let's go with South Carolina State. Since we got a bulldog on my that's in the chat right now with Mr. Haynes, let's go with South Carolina State. Let's see what old Chinnis Berry doing down there in Orangeburg. Let's see what they doing down there. All right. All right. So South Carolina State football schedule. We got August the 31st. Bragg Memorial Stadium going up against the FAMU Rattlers. Oh, my bad. The Fighting 237s. Looking at this. Let's go. Let's go. That's how you feel today? That's how you feel today? Where's the Adrian Cook sighting? Let's see something. Trying to fix some things on my channel. Let's see. See my settings. Anyway, let's continue on what's going on. Somebody said it was an Adrian Quick sighting. Where? I don't know. First and foremost, your first game is on the road at Bragg in Tallahassee. FAMU has not lost a home game in the last 3.5, 4 years. They have one of the longest home winning streaks in FCS. think that South Carolina State sneaks into Bragg and beats FAMU at home. I book it. Book it. I have FAMU losing at home to South Carolina State. Second on the list that we say, so that's 1-0. They are going to Charleston, South Carolina to play the Citadel. Shout out to Coach C, Coach Colston at the Citadel, formerly of Bluefield State. He's the head coach at Bluefield State. I want to see what their record was last year. This is the Citadel. Let's see. It's the Citadel. So last season, they was 0-11. They were 0-11 last year. Oh my goodness. Hold on now. 0-11. I concur. They are trash. I got the South Carolina State winning that game. All right. So that's 2-0. Then you go to Statesboro, Georgia, take on the Georgia Southern Eagles. And no, we're not talking about the Georgia Southern team that was in FCS. We're talking about them being in the Sun Belt now. That will be a loss. So South Carolina State starts off the season at 2-1. Then they got a break, and then guess what? They got Lion Ass Dave and the A&T Aggies coming into town, and hopefully by the time that y'all play them, that A&T's passing offense is more formidable and not passing for 50 yards in the game. But I still say that South Carolina State will win this game based on the offense that the Bulldogs are going to run. So that is 3-1. Do I got 3-1? 3-1 to start off the season. They go to Cookeville, Tennessee next, and they have Tennessee Tech. Let's see what their record was last season. They ended their season 4-7. I say they'll lose this game. Y'all lose against Tennessee Tech. I mean, they were 4-7 last year, but I still say they'll win this game. Then you have a week off. Then you play the Dirty Blue defense from Fort Valley. It's going to be in Orangeburg. I got South Carolina State win this game mightily. Let's call it. Let's see. We got that will be your fourth win. Four wins, 2 losses. Then you start conference play against Delaware State. You'll win against Delaware State, and that's your homecoming. I know y'all don't really lose homecoming like that. Delaware State will be a formidable team, but I think they got them. I think I got a better team as far as having the defense going to be, to gel over time. You'll win out against Delaware State. The North Carolina Central comes into town October 31st. Halloween, and that game is going to be on ESPNU. Make sure y'all tune into that game right there. It's gonna be spooky. It's gonna be scary hours like Drake. And Central says y'all not like us. Go in there and they'll beat y'all in Orangeburg. So that will be your one conference loss right there. So you are at 5-3. Now, let me see. You'll be at 6-3. You got 3 games left. At Howard in DC, November the 9th. Depending on what the quarterback situation is, y'all owe Howard an answer for how they last. I think. Let me see. Let me make sure. Did they come beat y'all house last year, or did y'all railroad them out? Out of Dawson Stadium. I think y'all beat them last year. But there is a loss against Howard, a win against North Carolina Central. I would say they beat Howard. They lose to Central, they beat Howard. Morgan State. They ain't a truck. I mean, they ain't a train. That's a truck. Morgan State is in Baltimore playing against the Cocaine Bears. They're going to be high off their own supply. And they're going to take the dub right there. Morgan State in the big one. And then Norfolk State comes to Orangeburg November the 23rd. Y'all beat Norfolk handily. So that's 1, that's 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wins against 5 losses. You'll have 2 conference losses, so you'll lose against Central and you'll lose against Morgan. You'll beat Howard in DC, and you'll beat Norfolk State, and of course you'll beat Delaware State for your homecoming. So that one win against Norfolk, Howard, Delaware, Del State, Fort Valley, A&T, the Citadel, and FAMU. It can easily go another way. It can easily go the way of y'all losing to FAMU at first game of the season. All right, so I got South Carolina State going 7-5. I got Morgan State going either either 9-3 or 10-2. All depends. So let's go with Central. And last but not least, we'll go with Howard because they were the conference champs last year. All right. So, all right. So we got Central football scheduled up right now. First item on the list is the Orange Blossom Classic, September the 1st. That's on a Sunday, 3 p.m. kickoff on ESPN. So y'all got the afternoon slot for Central against Alabama State. Now, I will say this. Both teams, this will be essential if both teams, either one has to pull a win off. Because this will set the tone for for conference season. All right. So my boy Ladarius says y'all will win. They will win. Alabama State will win. My girl Ebony said they'll take a loss. And you're right. There's big questions for both teams in the OBC. But I did say that Bama State will win this game. It won't be about blowout. It'll at least be by at least 7 or 8 points in this game. North Carolina Central versus Elon. That's in Durham on September the 7th. I actually think they could beat Elon. So they'll start 1-1. And then, of course, they go to Chapel Hill to play the Tar Heels. They'll lose that game. They'll lose big time to the Tar Heels. And then the Aggie Eagle Classic comes into play September the 21st in Durham. And don't be mad at me, but she says an L to the Aggies. I say the Aggies get out of Durham with an L. When was the last time y'all beat Central? So Central will start off the season at 2-2. Then they go to Indianapolis to play Norfolk State in the Circuit City Classic, September the 28th. That would be a victory over Norfolk State. And that would be a first conference win right there. October the 5th at Campbell, Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. Now, we watched that game last year against Campbell, and Campbell thought they had it. They thought they had it, and everybody was like, book it. We won this game. And then Central decided to tell everybody, hold my beer. We got to make a comeback. And they made a comeback for the ages, won that thing in overtime. And won the thing in overtime, but I would actually have them losing this game. I think Campbell will have their number. It's going to be in Bowie's Creek. That's in the backwoods of North Carolina. And they will actually lose to Campbell. October the 12th. Central got the side chicks of the HBCU football, Virginia Lynchburg. That would be a big dub. So I got them 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wins. 1, 2, 3. 3 losses. Off week. Now, this is where the fun starts. October the 26th. Down in Durham. It's homecoming against Morgan State. Again, if you watched the game last year, the game was a lot of defense, not enough offense on both teams. The Cocaine Bears made sure to keep the game ugly. They proceeded to lose the game by 6 because of a last-minute touchdown pass from Davius Richard. But I don't see that happening this year. I see Morgan State going in, being more defensive-minded, and I actually see them coming out of Durham with an actual win, too. Basically, I see them ruining the homecoming for Central. And you know who will be happy about that? My boy Banks, Busy Banks, aka one of the Burn State Bears. Who else will be happy will be MEAC Mike, the original Cocaine Bear. He would be happy because y'all got to win against the rival. I haven't heard about that. I haven't heard about that yet, but I'm a dig deep into that. Make sure y'all like the channel. Make sure you comment, share, and most of all, really subscribe to the channel, y'all. So that'd be your first conference loss. South Carolina State. You go down to Orangeburg, October the 31st. I said it would be scary hours. And I say that Central comes in and scared the living mess out of the Bulldogs. So that will be a win on Central's part. They have an off week, and then they'll play. They got Howard. Now, again, last season, y'all remember Howard came in. They were listening to Many Men by none other than 50 Cent and decided to put a 50 piece on the Eagles of Central. I don't see a 50 piece coming, but I will say that it'll be get back. Against Howard. So you got one conference win, two. Because I don't think you're winning against Morgan State. I'm sorry. You're not winning against Morgan State. So that's two, and then you'll lose to Howard. And then last on the list is Delaware State. You'll win against Dell State. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 conference wins, 2 conference losses. I don't think that's enough to repeat as conference champs or even to get into the playoffs. But let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got Central going 6-6. I could be wrong. I'm gonna hear it from Josh. Somebody gonna clip this and give it to Josh. I'm gonna hear it from him. But in my eyes, I got them going 6-6. 3-2 in conference. And who we got last? We got Howard. Yeah, Howard's the last team. Let's see what the defending conference champs and HBCU runner-ups got to say. Let's see what we got to say. So we got Howard's football schedule. All right. All right, Howard. They start their season off in Piscataway, New Jersey. Ain't no but a drive away. Against the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. That is a Thursday night game. That is on the Big Ten Network. And that will be a big A coming to Howard. So that will be a big win for Rutgers. Then September the 7th, they have Mercyhurst. I will call that a win against the Lakers of Mercyhurst. And then we got on the September the 14th, we got the HBCU NYC Football Classic against the Morehouse Maroon Tigers. That would be a big win against Morehouse. again. This will be at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, home of the pitiful Giants. So that starts the season off 2-1. Then I got the Truth and Service Classic, aka the Real HU. Who is the Real HU? This is Saturday, September the 21st at Aldi Field in Washington, D.C. against the Hampton Pirates. In this game, I think last year Hampton had the game in hand. Don't know what type of coaching they were doing last year. Hampton is on a new head football coach now. They still got the quarterback, but I'm gonna take this as for what it is, and it will be another loss for Hampton. Howard will win this game, and they will be considered the Real HU once again. So that would be 3 wins against 1 loss. Then they are on the road again in New Jersey, this time at Princeton. Ivy League, they like to play the Ivy League schools. September the 28th, they will leave out of Princeton with a fat L. Bye week on October the 5th, September, but October the 5th, they have a bye week. October the 12th, they have the Sacred Heart Pioneers, and they are in DC. Let's see where we at. Sacred Heart. There we go. Sacred Heart Pioneers. We're going to go to the football. All right. See. What they did in 23. Sacred Heart was 2-9, so I expect that. I think they'll win this game. Howard will win this game right here against Sacred Heart. Then they have October the 19th. Tennessee State comes to town. This will be their homecoming, and they're having this game at William H. Green Stadium, where I think they should have took this game to Audi Field. If my readers are correct, I think Tennessee State comes in and spoils their homecoming. Don't beat me up. I'm just a messenger. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 wins, 1, 2, 3, 3 losses. So there'll be 4-3 right now. Yeah, they'll be 4-3 right now. Then I have their first game against Norfolk State in Virginia, October the 26th. They will win this game against Norfolk State. By this time, I feel like Dawson Odoms for for Norfolk will probably get the pink slip. Be on the lookout for that. Delaware State comes to town that following week, November the 2nd. They will win against Delaware State. November the 9th, South Carolina State comes up to DC. I said South Carolina State wins this game. November the 15th, that's on a Friday, they go down to Durham to play Central. I said Central wins this game right here. And against Morgan State, I would say Morgan State wins the game November the 23rd. So that is two conference wins, 3 conference losses. So that would be Delaware State, Norfolk. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wins, 6 losses. I have Howard going 6-6. So for those that are listening right now, and if you get this back to Markham, I have Morgan State winning the MEAC conference and being a representative for the MEAC in the Celebration Bowl. Everybody's coming in with either a new coach or a new QB. Or they are coming in with both in regards to Norfolk State, but are inconsistent on the field. But at the same time, it's the MEAC. So it's the MEAC, and all I got to say is
No.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
it's the MEAC. God damn. That's all we got to worry about. We ain't worry about nobody else. But again, man, look, I just had to put that out there. And put that out there. And for everybody that's hating again, if you ride with pigskin Petey, pedophile Petey, if you ride with pedophile Petey, again, I just want to say this to y'all.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
I just had to put it out there. But as always, man, appreciate everybody for joining me tonight on this lovely Friday night. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. Make sure that you like the stream, comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. For them folks all up on you on Twitter right now, jump on over to the YouTube side. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. It helps out with the algorithm. And for those that are still hanging in there, that's watching on YouTube, appreciate you. Become an exclusive member for $4.99. You get everything out there that I put out there and then some. But other than that, what up? what up, Pooh Bear? What's happening? Yes, I podcast for all HBCUs. I know I'm a swag guy, but I have love for all my HBCUs. But unless you got hate for Jackson State, I'll play that song one more time for you. What's happening, man? And for anybody who want to clip some of this stuff and give it to the folks from my family over at HBCU Nightly, you're more than welcome to do so. And they'll probably come in and give me a word. Oh yeah, you're a South Sider. I represent this for my pops, my stepdad. He was a South Sider fan, but he grew up on the West Side. Uh, he's like, I got you looking at that song. Man, man, I'm gonna get back on to StreamYard, but other than that, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with some good old fashioned screw music. Leave y'all with some good old screw music, man.
I hit juice and pulls up in the dips. He gives me the scoop about the fake ass truth. Testing. All right.
Testing.
You can cut out that other shit.
Hey, yo, hey. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Guess what, y'all?
Hey. Bitch, I'm from Texas, where we should ride in swangers and put diamonds in our necks. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't fuck with Texas. Hey, we always strapped, we keep our weapons. My mama from the 8, she slowed it down for me at 7. Used to think Pepsi was the guy before he went to heaven. I knew what pushing P was before Gunna even said it. Hey, C0 taught me keep my weapon and never trust a nigga or a bitch cause it's expected. No killers from the country, they ride horses and throw selfies. Got niggas in the east ride ATVs with Mac 11s.
First off, you better remember what that sign say before you come down here to this bitch.
It said don't mess with Texas,
Don't mess
baby.
with Texas. Cause you know everybody around this bitch got guns.
Hey, see y'all from Texas. We got Beyonce, Trey the Truth, and we can't forget Devin. Big shout out to them boys, and I can't forget back to Texas. I've been feeling like Luca, how about that shit a blessing. Number 1 rule in Texas, keep it solid, ain't no telling. Hey, and always keep your fucking weapon. A nigga try me or the guys, we got no choice but stretch him. If he survive these shots at first, bet he die on that stretcher. Deep diamonds, I got water, might just go Johnny my next one. Hey, this Texas tea is what I drank. Sauce Walker had us dripping, Sauce having hoes that don't drink. Young Nasa had us jigging, dipping, ain't know how to think. Now I got all these niggas stepping, swiping, catching plays. Hey.
Hey. Go ahead and get you some music. You get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. Y'all just don't know how much this makes me feel to do this on a Friday night. But like I said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. But as we go right now, for all the haters, just download this song or just get it from here. And for all them haters out there, just say it. Just all y'all do, just say it.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
Peace.